This is a really special night for us because we are launching a podcast soon called Getting Down to Business. Gabby's been dreaming up for a really long time.
A lot of people don't know I started my business at 17. I really wanted to interview someone who has a strong business. How do you describe Black Fashion Fair?
We've been doing a lot of work over the last 5 years to really elevate the location of blackness in fashion.
How does one get their feet in something like this?
I feel like you have to read.
Antoine Gregory is one of the most important voices in fashion today. He is the founder of Black Fashion Fair, a platform built to elevate and preserve the work of black designers. Antoine's journey began in New York's garment district, thrifting with his grandmother, an early spark that would grow into a mission to create visibility, community, and infrastructure for the black creativity in fashion. From a viral thread in 2016 to shaping culture on a global stage, this is his story.
So, with further ado, I would like to introduce our first guest for Getting Down to Business, someone who I respect, someone who's incredible, someone who is such a fashion advocate and has done so much in his career, Mr. Antoine Gregory. Woo! Play him something incredible, no CK. Woo! Make some noise. Literally. Oh my God. Is this the right side? I want to make sure you get this one. Okay. Is it on? Oop, are you on? Uh-oh. Can we make sure his mic is on? I don't think it's on. Is it? Say it again.
Hello.
Oh, it is on. Okay. I just speak loud. Okay, so first off, I have questions, but I do like to freestyle just a tad bit. I'm not going to do too much freestyle. I know you like things in order, and I'm going to get to to that. Okay, so first question. For those who may not be familiar, how do you describe Black Fashion Fair in your own words?
Okay, cool. Hello, everyone. I'm Antoine Gregory. I'm the founder of Black Fashion Fair. Hello.
Woo!
I would describe Black Fashion Fair as a discovery and high culture platform for black designers aimed toward their discovery and furtherance. And we've been doing a lot of work over the last 5 years to really elevate the location of blackness in fashion. And so, yeah, that's how I would describe it.
I love it. Okay, this wasn't on there, but what inspired you to start this business?
Okay, so I graduated from FIT.
Woo! Shout out FIT.
So I graduated the first time with a fashion business degree because I wanted to be a buyer, but I absolutely hated doing retail math. And then so after that, I got a fine art degree. And both times when I graduated, I was the only black person in my major. So in my graduating class, there were no other black people. And that would ultimately be the industry I was going into. And I think what we built with Black Fashion Fair is ultimately like this really close-knit community of super talented designers, editors, stylists, art directors who are really at the top of their game and doing so much for like so many amazing cultural institutions and obviously their own brands as well.
I love that. I think that's amazing. What sets Black Fashion Fair apart from other fashion platforms and organizations?
I think really, I don't know if you guys follow Black Fashion Fair or have come to one of our events or seen any of our programs or collaborations that we do, but we do everything at Black Fashion Fair at such a high level. I think because I have a luxury background, so I worked for Agris and I worked for Dolce & Gabbana. These are two like family-owned billion-dollar brands. So my only experience really in fashion is at a really, really high level. And so I'm able to take what I know through education, through my work experience, and translate that to the work that I do for my community, for black designers, to where they may not necessarily have access to a person like me who has my background. So like when it comes to like our collaborations, like I'm working on everything from how the packaging looks and feels, how we're keeping true to our brand identity, and then the designer's brand identity too. So I think just like the way we just do fashion is so different than our peers.
I agree. I think the way you do fashion is such a high level. I think a lot of the people you work with elevate after you work with them, and I think that's huge, especially in this space. I think in the fashion community, you have different levels, and I think we kind of all know what those levels are, and I feel you definitely take it to the highest level, and I respect that so much about you. And that kind of brings me to...
Thank you.
You're welcome. And that kind of brings me to my next question. What role do you see Black Fashion Fair playing in the larger fashion industry, especially during moments like New York Fashion Week, elevating designers, elevating runways, elevating creative direction? What's your overall goal in that, and where do you see yourself essentially, being?
Wait, can you repeat that? That's a long one.
That's a long one. Okay. So what role do you see Black Fashion Fair playing in the larger fashion industry?
So I think really what the work that I'm doing is about documenting and preserving Black fashion style and culture, past, present, and future. So I think we've done a great job at making sure that designers of today have their moments during New York Fashion Week, right? That there's space for the Black fashion girls and guys to like have somewhere to convene and have community. So we throw like a fashion week party, we call it like a, I forget. But we do a dinner, usually do a dinner every year. But really I want to make sure that Black Fashion Fair becomes like, if you're thinking about Black fashion and what it means to do that really, really well, that you're thinking about Black Fashion Fair. If you're a young designer and you're thinking about you want to go to the next level, you go to Black Fashion Fair. Like I think I see us as that place you go to elevate, to grow, to build your audience, to scale. Yeah, I think we've just become sort of like an institution where it's like we are what it means to be great in Black fashion.
I love that. And what does greatness mean to you?
Designers that we've worked with have come out of Black Fashion Fair and won CFDA awards, become LVMH prize nominees.
Wow.
And I think that's really important to the work that we're doing.
Yeah.
We did a collaboration in like 2023 with the estate of Jean-Michel Basquiat. And we gave 10 Black brands the opportunity to use his artwork to create like exhibition-only pieces and to create ready-to-wear that we sold on Black Fashion Fair. We sold out of it, so we collaborated like Brandon Blackwood, Who Decides War, Evan Thompson of Theophilio, and then that collaboration turned into Who Decides War, getting a massive H&M collaboration with the estate of Jean-Michel Basquiat. So it's just like we're continuously not only
Woo! That's huge.
not only through the work that we're doing, but it then translates to them getting even more money in their pockets to do like this massive collaboration with a big fashion company like H&M. And I say that's happened more than once, but it's not very often that you see Black designers having the opportunity to collaborate with an artist of that scale.
Yeah.
Jean-Michel Basquiat is the biggest Black artist in the world ever.
Yeah. And he's Haitian. Shout out to
Yes,
and
he's
Puerto
Haitian
Rican.
like me.
Shout out to you guys. Woo! Okay, see some of my toes.
No, yeah. So, and then we did it at no cost to the designer. So like a licensing fee for that is hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Wow.
And we did it for 10 Black designers.
Free.
For free.
Wow.
Yeah.
Woo! That's huge.
So I think that speaks to like the work that we're doing and
Yeah.
we'll continue to do.
I love that. How does one, because it feels like you kind of blazed your own path. Like, if you had to give any advice to someone who wants to do the work you're doing, how does one get their feet in something like this?
I feel like you have to read.
Wait, okay. Okay, they're feeling that. Go in a little deeper on that.
I just think people don't read enough. And I think I'm someone who's very well read. I love to
agree.
read. I love to know what I'm talking about. And I think that comes from being in spaces where I had to always defend my point of view. Like even when I'm at school, I'm like, if I'm using Rick Ross as my inspiration for a pattern or for a print, like there was this one project I did and I used his tattoos as the mood for like the prints I was doing for a collection. And all my classmates are white, my teacher is white, and they're like, who is this big black man with these tattoos? It's like, I have to defend that and speak to like why I think his tattoos are important to the work that I'm doing or whatever, but like you have to know what you're talking about because like when you're the only black person in the space, everything that you do is going to be questioned.
Yes. Woo, wow, they're feeling, I love it. I love it, they're loving you. This was another question. Beyond showcasing designers, what other opportunities or resources does Black Fashion Fair provide to Black creatives?
Yeah, I think we've created so many new pathways for Black designers. And I think that's kind of like the coolest thing. So it's like whether it's a pathway to retail, a pathway to DTC, a pathway to collaboration, we are the connector of these brands to more resources, more funds,
Wow.
and then we also give grants.
Wow.
We also offer like sewing classes with the Brooklyn Sewing Academy. There's just like a bunch of different things that we do, but I think what we've been able to do is, I feel like, give people like this a stamp of approval in so many ways. So it's like if you're coming through Black Fashion Fair, you kind of have done so much work. Like I probably have mentored or helped you at your brand at some point. So I think one thing that we value is making sure that I don't support everybody.
He doesn't.
I think because I want us to be what it means to be excellent, what it means to be great, and what it means to be talented.
Yeah.
And I think post 2020, so many people like, I'm gonna start a brand, I'm gonna be a designer, but like that doesn't make a great designer because you like clothes or you want to make clothes. It doesn't make you great. And so I think we do a really good job at supporting designers that are great. And to come through Black Fashion Fair means that you've done some type of work.
I love that.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that might sound harsh, but like.
No, they love it. I feel like everyone in the audience is loving it. This is an excellent room, so they like it. They want to be excellent. They are excellent. I think they feel what you're saying.
Yeah.
I kind of want to get into business because I love design, and I'm sure there's designers here too. But, I got business questions.
Of course.
Because I love business. Business is my goal. I love that. So my thing is, what is the thing you hate the most about your business? Okay, that's fine. Because there's so many. I know, listen, entrepreneurship is hard. What are the things sorry, I had to get that off the lip gloss. What is the thing you hate the most about your business? And what is the thing you love the most about your business?
That's a good one. I think what is the most disappointing about the work that I do is that it's sometimes so hard to get Black people to care about the work that we're doing and to value the artistic production that is coming out of Black creatives.
Yeah.
And I think if we valued our own people, the work that they were creating, a lot of Black designers and Black-owned brands would exist longer than 3 to 5 years.
Yeah,
and I think as a people, like we also we're so fast to adapt to like white brands that we have to kind of.
they're feeling. I love it. Look at that. They're all feeling it. Woo! They're loving you. I'm here for this.
No, yeah, and I feel like so we'll very much adapt to like a new product that a brand is making.
Yeah.
But when it comes to Black-owned brands, like we want them to prove themselves to us. And it's like we don't do that with anyone else.
Wow, I love it.
So I think that would be the thing I find the most challenging about my
Right.
my job here. But this is lifelong work, and I've accepted that, and I own that. And it's like I'm fully aware that I'll probably be doing this work for the rest of my life because I've chosen this path.
Right. Amen
And
to
I
that.
think that makes me love it because I know there's gonna be times, there's gonna be ebbs and flows where it's like I don't like what I'm doing or I don't want to do it anymore, but I absolutely know that I'm walking in my purpose, and so that I love that. Like it keeps me going. Like I might not love this moment, but I know I'm doing us a service.
I will say that. Oh, a clap to that. Everyone wants a clap. I will say, yes, you said it all. I mean, I hate the backlash publicly. I think in the media space, like they're really harsh now on media companies and they're getting it like pretty harsh. And sometimes it sucks because they're like, dang, like you guys don't know how much it takes to like put on a production or you know, sometimes things do slip through the cracks because a lot of times, especially I feel in media, they see you as so big and like so huge. I think even for us, we've been around for 10 years. So I think to myself like, woo, thank you. I think to myself, wow, like there's 25-year-olds that were like reading us and looking at us since they were 15. So in their minds, we are like big. We're like a Vogue, we're like an Essence, but we're a small team. We're still like, you know, the mighty engine that could. So when things drop through the cracks, it hurts the most, but wow, I won't lie. Like my audience definitely turns on me sometimes. Like they drag me, you know, so I hate that the most. But the thing I do love the most, I won't lie, I think like moments like this, where like I get to look in the room and see people that I've seen at our shows all the time and seen at our events all the time. I get to interview people like you and I see how hard my team is working. That's what like makes me like really happy. But you're right, like you have to know like this is the work that, you know, you're destined to do. Like it has to hold you.
I think
Literally.
that's a big thing too. It's like this thing has to work. Because
Yeah.
I've chosen to do this.
Yep.
So there's a certain level of like delusion that I have that
Yep.
it'll always work out. And for the most part it has, and I'm very grateful.
Amen to that. So my next question is, how do you ensure your company stays rooted into community, especially as you're scaling globally? That's something I think some brands have a hard time to do, right? Like keeping your identity close to your roots. So how do you plan to stay rooted as, you know, you're popping up in London and South Africa and Johannesburg? Well, that is South Africa, but a Lagos or a Russia or whatever. How do you stay rooted in your roots, your beliefs?
Yeah. I think really as long as we're taking the time to speak to merchandise designers and find resources for them and to give grants, like that's what we're doing. I feel like it's almost very easy for us to do that because our mission is so specific that all the work that I do revolves around Black designers and Black creatives. So it's like every time I get an opportunity, I'm making sure that I'm bringing Black creatives with me. Right. I think even when we launched, we photographed our first editorial with ABDM. And
Love them.
Yeah, they went on to shoot like all of our Black icons.
Yes.
Viola Davis,
Shirley,
Kerry Washington,
yes. Shirley Ralph,
Shirley
Ariana
Brown.
Grande, you know.
Like, there's so many icons that they shot.
Literally, you see, she is. I feel honorary because she sings so well.
They've won awards, and it's just like that's a photographer that I'll take everywhere with me. Yeah. So yeah, I think just always bringing Black talent with me everywhere we go. When we released our first publication, every model was Black, every photographer was Black, every editor was Black, every writer was Black, every makeup artist was Black, every hairstylist was Black.
Woo!
Our art director was Black. The style on every level of that photo, of every photo shoot, of every written work, there was a Black person who did it.
And one thing I loved about that book, you had icons like Joanne Smalls and Sergio Hudson. And tell them a little bit about how just you sold out and how was that like selling out of every single book you made? Like, how did that feel?
No, yeah. I think we sold 3,000 copies of a $95
Woo!
magazine in like
$95, 3,000.
4 hours.
In 4 hours?
And then
Dang.
we had a collector's edition that was $350. And we sold out of that one in an hour.
Wow.
But it just spoke to the fact that if we're creating really, really great work and we're promoting it well, we're doing great marketing, but like we're creating value for the artistic production that's coming out of Black people. Because every level of that book was made by a Black person. And I think if we did we need to do more of that, and that's just supporting each other like at every level. Because I didn't think a $95 magazine would sell as fast as it did, but it did. We had 100% sell-through. We kind of always do.
Toot that horn.
So yeah, I think that's the work that we're doing. That's the legacy that we're leaving.
I love that, and I'm pretty sure there's photographers in the room, so I think that is such an amazing case study. If anyone wants to do their own book and wants to put out their own fashion legacy, what inspired the book for you initially? Like, why did you believe that that was the first project that Black Fashion Fair needed to, or was it the first project? I might be wrong in saying that.
I would say for that scale, yes.
Okay.
And I think I wanted to do it, like when we first launched, we launched our retail shop with like 21 Black designers. And these were really amazing designers because they've been vetted.
Yes. I mean, let's name some. So, Hanifa.
Yeah, it was Hanifa, Theophilio,
Yep.
Brandon Blackwood,
Yep.
Who Decides War.
Yep.
This was 5 years ago.
I like Homagier too. Am I saying his name right?
Homagier.
Yeah. Love him.
There was so many. There was just so
This is
many.
great. It's a great.
But it was at a time where the industry was saying, well, we can't find Black designers.
Oh, wow.
They weren't carried in retail. They were saying, we can't find them. Like, here Black Fashion Fair was launching, and we had 21 really great Black designers. So I think that was like our first big project to show that, like, it really showed the industry. We sold out of everything.
Wow.
But it showed the industry that, like, there is a want and need for representation, and I think that there's a buying audience. Because we also, like, typically do higher price points than I think.
I agree. My question is, did you do a case study to know that your audience would... You're smiling, so I guess not, but...
I definitely winged it.
You winged? Really?
I was literally, when I launched Black Fashion Fair, I was on set for Pierre Moss. I was fashion directing and art directing the photo shoot for them. And I just launched it, like, from my phone. And the whole time I'm on set, my phone is just going crazy.
Wow.
Like, it's just, like, pinging like crazy. And then by the end of the set, we probably had sold through most of everything, and the next day we were completely sold out.
Are you serious?
I was like on set, I just like literally just let it happen. I was like, whatever's gonna be, it's gonna be. And it was like super successful.
And my question is, your marketing, how did you market this?
Well, I have a pretty big Twitter following.
Nice.
And I think I spent a lot of years like through not only Twitter, but like my work, supporting Black brands. So like Telfar was like one of the first brands that like I really helped become more mainstream. Yeah. And I feel like that was because I was always like posting about it. I was styling their runway shows. I was like definitely like Mr. Telfar. Like, y'all gonna get this bag, y'all gonna wear it, y'all need to wear it. I was gifting it to everyone. But I definitely used my community. Like, I had a really strong community of Black creatives that trusted me and trusted what I was saying. So I was like writing articles, I was talking to press, like I literally did so much work to make sure that Black designers could be heard.
I love that. I really, really do. I love it because it's such a unique story. It's so unique to you. I don't know many people who dropped a book and sold out immediately, especially with the love you have for it. It's just so fab hearing this. I mean, were you ready for that amount of popularity? Like, did you have the shipping issues? Did you have, listen, this is something, people say on Twitter with certain brands, like sometimes you do have a shipping issue, and it's nothing wrong with that. I think that's just working through the things. But like, were you ready for that much volume moving?
Yeah, I had some of my friends like drive in from Boston, like my two best friends, and like they just helped me pack everything. Like, my brother's here, he helped me. We were in my living room just packing orders, like thousands of orders. And then we had to do a reprint. And then that was another thing, but like we were driving to the post office, dropping them off. Like, we don't have a big like warehouse doing this. It was just us. And like, I'm very grateful for like my little team in my community who have like supported me along the way.
I love it. So let's talk about your community. Who are like your day ones? Who are the people that you can count on? Who are the people that if you're like, hey, I need to go here, like they're coming? Who are those people for you?
So my team is like 6 people. So I have like ABDM, who's our director of art and photography. My assistant, Chanel, who like made sure I made it here today.
Shout out to her.
And then I have a special projects director, a marketing and strategic partnerships person. Like my team, like they're all my friends. Like these are people I've known forever. And then obviously my family, like they come in and they pop in and they help me. But I just think I built a real strong relationship in the industry with so many people that even when we launched, we had like press from Vogue, WWD, Essence, like literally everyone.
I love that. How do you keep your relationships so good? I feel like that is ego. Is sometimes everyone's not mine. I have none. I won't lie about it, but because you can in this business. But I feel like ego really hurts a lot of creatives because they feel slighted. They feel like, oh no, like you can't treat me this way, or oh no, I'm better than this. How do you maintain your relationships?
I think even when I did feel slighted by the industry or certain people who I felt should have supported me when I was coming out with Black Fashion Fair and like the work that we were doing, it was just like I very early on knew that like this work wasn't about me. So it was just like as long as I kind of hold on to that, I don't really have an ego about it because like it's not for me. I literally do this for us. And it was like if you guys don't want to support that, that's cool.
Wow, I love it.
I have a really large community of people who do support the work that I'm doing, and they've done it for the last 5 years, and I've been able to do such amazing things in spite of not having a lot of resources, not having like investors. Like I've literally done it all by myself and with the support of my friends and my team.
I love that. So shout out to that. Listen, if you guys have a great team, stay with them. Because ultimately, I won't lie to you, my team right now are all like my friends, and I love them. And then I love it because I can like curse them out respectfully. And then it's like we're just working, but it's no one's taking it to the heart. You know what I mean? Like it's just love. So I love that for you. What advice could you give any of these incredible young creatives in the room today about any project they're working on, anything that, I don't know, may just be on their heart or their soul?
I think it's important to stay true to what your mission is, so what your design ethos is. Like, I think that's going to be the most important thing. And I think don't let someone or any other brand, if you're like, one thing about when we do collaborations, we have full creative control. I will not do a collaboration without it. And I tell the designers that I work with, I teach them the same thing. But I think if you're just staying true to whatever your vision is, like you can't go wrong there. And it's like even if it takes a long time, if it takes longer because you're staying true to who you are, in the end you'll appreciate it a lot more than if you were to compromise your vision. I do not compromise.
Woo! I love that. Oh, I love it. You even got some claps in the back. I love it. I do want to open it up for questions. I was like thinking about doing it or not. So I'm going to ask like maybe 2 more. Okay. I see one hand went up already. Oh, I see a few. Okay. So I'm going to get my team. Is it coming? Yeah, there it is. I'm going to get my team in order just to like pull you guys because I do want to do questions. So just get them lined up for me. I'm going to ask you 2 more while they get them lined up because I do want them to ask. Are you enjoying yourself?
Yeah, this is fun.
I like that.
I'm really not a public speaker, so.
I love that.
We're making it work. Thank you, thank you.
Woo! You guys are so sweet. I was not expecting you guys to be so kind. I love that. Okay, so how are we going to hear them? Do you have a mic for them and stuff? That's what I'm saying. Line them up here, and we'll like give them like my mic or something so that way they can have it. Okay, let me ask another question while they're just lining them up. All right. Okay, I'm going to ask another freestyle because I like freestyling. I know.
That's cool, that's cool.
I love it. Okay, so my question to you is this. As businesses grow and as businesses scale, what are your hopes for merges in the future? And when I say merges, I mean, do you see yourself being, a long-time company where it's like multiple branches under Black Fashion Fair? Do you see yourself being acquired? Do you see yourself, potentially pivoting in another space? I'm just curious about your exit strategy.
Yeah, so I don't see us being acquired. That's not something I want for us. I do see us having some sort of investment. Because ultimately, I would love to see Black Fashion Fair Group, where we have different branches of the work that we do, because we kind of do, but I run everything. But I feel like I would love to see us really become an institution, where it's like, you look at us and you see like LVMH or PVH, like so many different things where it's just like, we are now, I don't know, acquiring Black-owned brands.
Amen to that.
I think that's kind of the work that we want to do.
All right, let's put that out there so investors can see this and see what he wants to do. All right, it looks like they have the line. So do you want to bring, oh, perfect, and they have a mic. So you can start, this beautiful girl with the green on, you look fab.
Thank you, thank you. Hi,
Hello.
I've been enjoying what you've been saying so far. It resonates a lot. My name is Shelly.
Hi, Shelly.
Hi. So my question is, in a world that gives very copy and paste, how do you stay original and how do you plan on keeping the brand original too?
Taste. I think a lot of people lack taste.
Well, no. In a world that gives very copy and paste.
Right.
How
And
do you, taste.
Exactly.
Period.
Taste.
I love that.
Yeah, I think that's one thing that has separated us from a lot of our peers, is that I have such a high level of taste. But I feel like because
I
of
love it.
education, I also minored it in art history and fashion history. So it's I do have a background that really informs my view of the world. And I think one thing I learned in school is I learned so much about white things, whereas I had to self-teach myself about Black things, so that I became really well versed in both. So I think that's going to be the thing that differentiates you in a world where it's you can go to a factory and they'll sell your patterns to someone else. They can make the same thing as you, but they're not going to do it as well as you. They're not going to be able to market it as well as you, because the difference is going to be your taste level and theirs, and it's yours. You own it, so you're probably going to represent your idea a lot better.
That's good. Very fire. Material. Thank you.
All right, that's a lesson in taste. Love it. And then I think we have another one. All right, come to the front. Yes, hi.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm
Hello.
well, and you?
I'm good.
Good. My name is Solange, and my question is more about how you plan to continue the legacy of Black designers, because I've noticed that a lot of brands that cater towards Black designers, they find their group of designers and they stick with it. And I would like to know how you plan to cultivate those relationships, but also bring on new designers so that we can continue to see fresh faces.
No, yeah, of course. I think I'm always looking at the student shows for obviously the art and design schools, and we're always making sure that we have access to their senior portfolios. We also make sure that we're giving them access and resources to our programming for free, so that they can be in the rooms and network. But I think as long as I'm just keeping my eye out for them, that there will always be space for the work that we're doing and for them to exist in the world where we exist. And I think even just the designers that we do work with, some of them I've started with them from day one. So a lot of the time I'm literally in the trenches with them, speaking to factories, reviewing their contracts for them. I'm literally doing the work. So there's always going to be space for new designers, because I can't always promote the same designers over and over and over. My audience isn't going to want to see that. But I'm always looking for new designers and new talent and new products, to make sure that we are always ever evolving.
Yay, we love that. Thank you.
Thank you, Solange. All right, next question.
Hey,
Hey, I know this face.
thanks for having this event. This has been very informative. I've followed you on Twitter for years, so to be in your presence is Hi, I'm Lottie. I'm a journalist, and my question for you is financing. When it comes to creative initiatives, it's not the kind of thing where you can usually get traditional venture capital?
I think because we have a very buying audience. So like when we do collabs or we do drops, like they typically just sell out, and that's been able to like support Black Fashion Fair, support our designers, support my staff. I think like year two in business, we were doing over $1 million in revenue, and that's because my audience is a buying audience. We do.
I saw her face. Yes, over $1 million in revenue. Her face is so funny. That's incredible. I'm proud of you.
No, yeah, I'm very proud of like the audience that I have. But it's also because we're doing really great work. We have great product. The designers that we work with are designers that we've helped get into Saks, Bergdorf, Neiman's. So I think if you're working and you're in fashion, like I feel like Black Fashion Fair is a place that you would want to be. And it's like last week we had like our first symposium, and it's like Brandon Blackwood's the keynote speaker. We have Danessa Myrick's, like just like these really amazing people. And it's like that event we sold tickets to, and we sold out of the tickets. But it's just like you have to kind of like we just have a great buying audience. I don't know.
Okay, really quick follow-up. How do you acquire a great buying audience, especially in this economy?
I think when we launched, we just did such a great job at the website, the story, the brands that we were carrying, the curation of goods. I think we just do things at such a high level that people understand that it's valuable to them. And it's valuable because like the room that you're in, the space that you're in, the brands that you now are carrying, hopefully in your closet, like we've created so much value around the work that we're doing.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Woo! All right, my beautiful lady in green.
Hey, y'all.
Hi.
I'm Abba. My question for you is when you said that it's not about you in the work that you do, that really resonated with me. So I want to know, when did you become clear that it's not about you in the work that you do, and how do you continue to stay rooted in that?
So when we launched in 2020, every article that came out about us or every press interview I did, I would not do it unless they also interviewed a Black designer who was going to be a part of the shop. Wow. So every single interview was like me and Nicole Zizi, me and Brandon Blackwood, me and Edmund Thompson. Like I did no press by myself. Wow. So from the beginning stages, I never wanted this to be about me. I also don't like I don't like talking. I don't like being public facing. Yeah. Because this work was literally never about me. It was about me, the little kid in me who wanted a community, who wanted friends, who wanted other people to care about Black fashion the way that I did. Yeah. So I think I never thought it was about me. Yeah. It was never about me.
Yeah. Thank you for the work that you do.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Woo! And I'm gonna take two more.
Hi, my name is Brianna. I know, I feel bad. So my question today is within entrepreneurship, on the outside we see the glitz, the glamour, and all the beautiful things, but obviously on the inside it's different. So within the trials and tribulations, how do you persist while keeping your goals in mind and really get through the tough times, if any?
No, yeah, I mean, there's definitely been tough times.
It's always tough times.
But I think the thing I was saying earlier, just like, I know that I'm going to leave a legacy behind that matters to my community and to my peers, and that if I can just like get through the day and help another Black designer or help another Black person find this designer, because now they could like build their audience. I think it's just, for me, it's just really about the community. Like I just literally just don't do it for myself. So I think that's what keeps me going. That's what's helped me get through the tough time, is that like I have to do these things because no one's gonna do it the way that I'm doing it or care about it the way that I care about it, because this is just always who I've been. So I think that's literally it.
Oh, I love that. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, I feel bad, but I have to let this be the last one. Right?
Hi.
I mean, there's only
Hi.
3 more.
Okay,
Is
is it 3 more? Okay, we'll do 3 more.
Yes. Okay.
I'm sorry, y'all.
My name is Denise, and as a creative, I think the only question I have is, how did you get Black Fashion Fair off the ground? Like from the idea to execution to actually making it happen. I think a lot of us, have ideas, but we really don't know where to start. So how did you do that?
So I launched Black Fashion Fair in 2020. I was building the creative deck for Black Fashion Fair since 2016. Oh, wow. And then I was working, and then I got this job at Dolce & Gabbana, and it was like the most money I was ever making. And I was just like, well, I'm just gonna save for a year, and then take all the money that I saved and invest it into Black Fashion Fair. And that's literally what I did. Okay. So I just like, for a year, I was just like really, really tight, keeping my money tight, saving everything. The pandemic happened, and that accelerated my want to just like get out of the corporate environment that I was in. So I think it was perfect timing and me being super strategic about how I saved and spent money to be able to do this. Yeah, and I think that just continues. Like, I was also like very frugal about like packaging and all those small things, but like still keeping it like really beautiful and really elevated.
I love that. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, so he wants to do everyone, so let's just do everyone.
There's only 3 more, y'all.
It's
We
3
could do
more.
it.
I love your outfit. Wow.
Thank you. Yeah. Please bear with me. I'm losing my voice. New York is a crazy place. But what you do is extremely unique. So in your field, do you feel if we want to, in order to push Black fashion forward, do we need more individuals aspiring to do what you do? Yeah. Or kind of think how you thought, find some other way to push Black fashion forward?
Yeah, I think Black Fashion Forward was also the theme of our symposium. But I think we need more people to just value the work, to value the artistic production from Black creatives. I think that's what we need more of. I don't think we necessarily, like, sure, more people can do the work, but if no one cares about the work that you're doing, it doesn't really matter. It could be 100 of us sitting in this room doing the work, and if nobody else cares, it's just 100 of us in this room doing work. So we need the audience, the community, to care about the stuff that Black people are creating. The same way, like, we value everything else that we don't have ownership of, we could value the things that we do.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Amen. Thank you. All right.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. My name is Kiana Merritt. I'm from San Francisco, California. I have my master's in social work, and I heard that you said you went to FIT. You navigated a lot of white spaces. What characteristics did you need to be an advocate for Black fashion? And what microaggressions did you come across?
I would say...
Sorry, that's a part 2.
Wait, now I forgot the first half. What's the first half of the question?
First half was, what characteristics did you need to be a Black advocate for Black fashion in white spaces?
So I think knowing history.
Okay.
I think I'm a big history person. I love history. I love telling somebody why something else is. And I think that was like a big part of navigating those spaces. Because like, I was someone that you couldn't say no to, or almost tell me I was wrong, because 9 times out of 10 I was not wrong. It's because I was super like into just like reading and history and art and all these things. Was like, I made it so that someone couldn't tell me my point of view was incorrect, or someone couldn't tell me what I was saying was wrong without any type of just like proof. And I think that when you're in those white spaces, people will tell you to like shut up and sit down, and I never did that. And I think because I worked so hard through like getting through FIT and always having to defend my choices, defend why I chose certain things, like I was always defending myself. Yes. So it kind of becomes something where it's like, I'm not gonna let anything or anyone tell me anything about myself that I you know what I'm saying? Like no one can tell me anything.
What's your sign?
I'm a Libra.
Ooh, okay.
Woo! Man, they love you. I love it. And then...
the second half.
The second half?
Okay. Second half, I don't remember.
All right.
Do y'all remember? What microaggressions do you remember? Like, did anything stand out, or it was like, were you almost lost your cool? Because you seem like a very cool...
When I was at Dolce & Gabbana, I was doing a store visit on the Upper East Side, and the store manager at the time literally asked me, did I like fried chicken? And it's just like such the most cliche thing to ask someone. And I was like, that's actually so crazy. And that day was just like, she was like, just like what was wilding the whole day. she was asking like where I'm from. She was like, oh, like where are you really from? And I'm just like, okay. But that was just like, that was kind of like my last straw of like, I don't want to do this anymore. I can no longer be in this environment. And if I'm not going to be in this environment, I'm going to create one that I feel safe in.
I love that.
Thank you.
And it's okay if you like chicken. We all do here. We love you. Thank you.
All right, and then I think
This is the last question. Yay.
last question. All right. Hi.
Hello. Okay, so I love the way that you said you have to stay true to your vision and your mission, and also that you started off with a small team. I'm in a space personally where I'm realizing you cannot do everything by yourself. Yeah. So my question was, like when you're in the process of building your team, like what lets you know that this person aligns with my vision, or this person is like really going to be a strong force within my mission?
Yeah, I think for me it's about definitely making sure that they're a Black creative, first and foremost.
Period.
But they're also creating work that is community-based. So, like the photographers I chose, like they always are shooting Black people. Like that's part of the work that they do. Like that's what they want to do. Versus it's like photographers who are forced to shoot Black people because they're Black. Like just making sure that these are people who are doing the things that they want to do because they want to do it. Versus it's like the industry saying like, hey, this is what you're gonna be doing because you're Black. I think that's super important. And I think finding people who have almost like a selflessness to them. I think so much of the work that we do is so hard, and it's lifelong work, and we're always gonna be doing it. So someone who understands that like the work isn't really about us as a single entity, but it's about us, all of us together. So I think that's what I look for the most, like these people who want to be community builders.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you as well.
Of course.
Did you enjoy your time with us?
Yes, this was fun.
And you know, a little funny story. I think we had lunch like 2 weeks ago. Was it 2 weeks? 3 weeks ago. And I just liked him at the lunch. I'm not gonna lie. I was just like, I like you. You're handsome. You're smart. I'm like, do you want to like be interviewed during Fashion Week? And he was like, sure, why not? And he literally said it just like that. I was like, bet. And now we're here. So I appreciate you so much for being.
Thank you. Thank you guys all for staying through this.
Woo! Thank you guys so much for joining us. You guys have been incredible. I think we're about to wrap up, but I'll tell you guys a little bit about this project so you guys know why you're all here and why you guys all got individually invited. I really, really appreciate you guys. Like, I can't say that enough. I really appreciate you guys supporting us, attending everything, but also, too, I appreciate the follows and the word of mouth and all of the things you guys all do for us. Like, I feel like I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys, and this is a huge goal of ours, a huge dream of ours to launch this podcast. This is something we're going to be doing weekly starting in October. Something that I'm so excited for the brand, something that I'm hoping causes more conversations, bring more stories like this to the forefront. I don't think many people know that this incredible being is so kind, so genuine, so wealthy. I don't think they know how incredible he is. And those are the stories we want to bring alive during this podcast. These are the stories we want to have. We created Getting Down to Business because every time we had events or any articles being written, we noticed the comment was like, how? Like, how did they become this? How did you do this? How could you afford this? How do you get sponsors? Things like that. Like, how do you get people to support you? And those are the questions we're going to be answering on this podcast. This is a dream come true. So I thank all of you guys for attending.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And thank you guys. And I guess that is it. So I guess we could play music and take photos and drink and enjoy what we have left of this beautiful space. So thank you guys all. I can't wait to talk to you guys all in person.